Hello, this is Alex Bishop, and I will be talking today about a great marketing automation software called Infusionsoft. Join us on an exciting journey to learn the steps to get new customers and keep the ones you have. Today's small business leaders understand the importance of leveraging sales and marketing strategies. However, many struggle with the best way to incorporate the hundreds of individual techniques into their existing processes. They know the goal: attract more customers, increase sales, and build a tribe of raving fans. But sometimes it just seems like there are too many tactics and not enough structure. Enter Lifecycle Marketing. Lifecycle Marketing is a systematic approach to the process of promoting, selling, and distributing a product or service to the customer. In this session, you'll learn the lifecycle marketing model, the steps involved in each stage, and the benefits of implementation in your small business. If you're looking to transform your small business and take it to the next level, this session is for you. Okay, so many of you, I'm sure, have asked yourself at one point, why aren't more people interested? Why aren't more people calling you up? Why aren't more people intrigued by your product? Because believe me, I know how it feels to truly believe that you have the key, the secret sauce. So why aren't more people interested? Why aren't they buying from me? And why don't my customers tell their friends? So I'd like to introduce to you the McQueens. They have a story that is it seems extremely unique, but it's also not that uncommon to hear. Their problem was they were broke, they started the business, and they needed to grow sales. And then they implemented lifecycle marketing. And they did that to use the three main principles, and that's attract, to sell, and to wow. And the results just were astronomical for them. They increased revenue upwards of 54%. That's millions of dollars in revenue for them. They are the number one for targeted SEO, for attracting, for multiple campaigns, for selling, and 30% customers via referrals. 30% customers via referrals is an unbelievable percentage for small business owners. And the reason why it is so important is because it doesn't take that much for you to do. Their customer base is from referrals, and unbelievable. That's for a cleaning company, Clean Corp. The thing is, they say they care much about service, more about service than money. So when they ask for a testimonial from a customer, the majority of the time, they will be happy to refer them to their friends and family because they're enjoying their great service. They have referral and testimonial requests built into both of their Send Out Cards campaign and Infusionsoft campaigns. In particular, they have one sequence step which asks for a testimonial and reward the customer and the cleaner when they get them, and they get a $25 gift card. They don't provide a monetary payment for the customers, as they found they just didn't work, but when their cleaners get a referral, they do get a fee. So the McQueens are a perfect example of those that, because they have the passion for it, they believe in it, and they have the tools such as Infusionsoft and have the philosophy built around of lifecycle marketing, they're going to have success. It's one thing to have great tools, but success is only possible when you combine tools with a proven process. As I said, attract, sell, and wow. Lifecycle marketing involves attract, sell, and wow. Creating sales and marketing strategy for your small business can be daunting. Infusionsoft's lifecycle marketing model provides a simple framework you can use to attract customers, grow sales, and deliver a wowing customer experience. Developed by a team of sales and marketing experts at Infusionsoft, lifecycle marketing has helped thousands of small businesses achieve success. The beauty of lifecycle marketing is the simplicity of the framework, which can be applied to any small business regardless of industry or business model. When put into action, lifecycle marketing will help you grow sales and give you more time to focus on the things you love. Lifecycle marketing is the model that includes the three phases: attract, sell, and wow. Within each of the three phases are three stages, and we'll take a look at each of these in just a moment. The framework isn't linear. Rather, you can dive into any of the phases at any time, depending on where you need to focus the most, and the phases interweave within one another. The first phase of lifecycle marketing is attract. You have to describe a current state, You have to describe a new state. So you have to describe a problem and then the potential benefit. So the problem is most likely attracting customers, and you have to start with the focus because let's face it, most consumers aren't actively looking for your company. More often than not, they're looking for a solution that satisfies a particular need they have and will discover you either by accident or because you have a great attract strategy in place. Now, the benefit of getting noticed in this noisy world is critical for the success of your business, but it's not always easy to get the word out. The best way to get noticed is to start with a narrow focus. Define your ideal target by researching their demographics, attitudes, behaviors, motivations, and favorite places to hang out both online and in person. Then start engaging them in a helpful way, but be sure to have a way to follow up with them before they leave. Attract is comprised of 3 key stages, and that's target, attract interest, and collect leads. So let's start with how to target customers. We all think everyone's going to want my product, so we try to sell to everyone. But that mindset ends up costing you a ton of money and provides little return because of 4 things. It's too expensive to market to the whole world, number 1. And number 2, marketing messages don't resonate with everyone. Trying to be everything to everyone just doesn't work. And number 4 is really don't try to sell to everyone. Instead, you need to narrow down your focus and target your customers. Benefits of this include more effective and, for the most part, more focused marketing messages. You're effectively finding customers of that type, design products and services to meet the needs of the right customers, and increase customer satisfaction, referrals, and so on. Now that you know who your target is, how do you attract their interest? In other words, how do you get noticed? Find out where they are most likely to come in contact with and be receptive to your brand messaging. You must think about location both online and in person. Are they on a particular social media platform? Do they attend local business events? Are they members of a local community or work in the neighborhood? After you've identified where they are likely to find you, start focusing your efforts there. Perhaps this means that you need to join the local networking group, open up a Twitter account, or spend some money on advertising. Whatever you do, be where your customers are and start engaging with them in an authentic, helpful, and personable way. Some strategies and tactics that help with people getting noticed include content and social media marketing, advertising, pay-per-click, RP, events, direct mail, and word of mouth. So here is Greg Harrelson. Greg Harrelson is a great guy. He's from Century 21, the Harrelson Group. He loves content marketing. That's his thing. And content marketing is an effective way to build and demonstrate authority. You're all experts in your niche, just like Greg. Greg had a problem, like many people, segments his audience. That's his target. He needs to find out who is most likely to be interested in him, and then he just sells it. He obviously uses Infusionsoft to do this. The campaigns are directed to segmented audience using Infusionsoft. He optimized his website, social media that's updated frequently with links back to his site, and that's what he uses to attract people. He's not afraid to use YouTube. He's not afraid to use Twitter. He utilizes Facebook, and once he tries to attract them using YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, he collects leads using a web form, and it provides a value by providing an estimate on the value of the prospect's home. Also provides a newsletter with tips. Because Century 21 is in the real estate market, he is able to find a lot of research and use a lot of statistics that can benefit prospect in his mind. And he's seen as an educator, and we'll get to that more later. And the results for him, once he implemented Infusionsoft and using the marketing campaigns with Infusionsoft, it resulted in his authority in real estate space. Because it's one thing to be a member of Century 21, but it's another thing to really own your real estate space because it's a competitive market, and he comes out on top because he knows lifecycle marketing. He implements it every day, and he is very, very forward in his attracting stage. That's really where he gets his people. And now we have Lee. Lee is from Holistic Veterinary Care. She personally targets local community by sharing pictures and stories about the community and neighbors' pet pictures. She tries to get very personable. And we've seen time and time again that Being personable tends to work, if only for the fact that it sets you apart from more corporate companies. Her attract phase, she posts content too, and her photos on a regular basis. She actually has a system in place that it's a minimum of 3 posts per day. That's not a recommendation for all businesses, but for the businesses that do it, it can yield many good results, especially if you do it in a personable way like Lee has. The posts are educational, they're entertaining, inspiring, or a combination of those. They engage with customers by replying to questions and comments from followers. Lee really likes social media, and she finds a lot of benefit to it. She'll tell other people, I don't know why you're not using social media. I use it all the time. And she uses it kind of like the way Greg did, is she really uses it to attract people. She set up a 30-day photo challenge on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, getting clients and potential customers engaged and able to win prizes. So she's going out there, she's getting just cold leads and turning them into warm leads by attracting them with unique propositions. She collects leads using Grow Social to set up Facebook contests, which she does use to grow more leads and more leads. And the result is that Lee Richter grew her Facebook page to more than 15,000 fans. And whatever industry you're in, 15,000 fans is very impressive. So that's Lee's story. Now that you know your target and you attracted their interest, how do you collect leads? Some businesses believe that putting up a form will drive consumers to opt into their marketing list. Unfortunately, many small businesses create web forms that scream either A, give me your contact info, B, sign up now, or 3, do it now. But putting up a simple web form is just one tactic that will help you collect leads. The web form is the tactic, but without strategy, it's just a plain web form. You need to go one step further. The key is to give them something helpful. Offer valuable information. Offer them insights. Offer them tips in exchange for contact info so you can follow up. These are called lead magnets. You want to create lead magnets. Now that you provided value to get the lead and you have their contact info, you have to figure out how you'll spend your time and budget. You want to spend your focused energy on the contacts who are qualified and likely to buy. So here's Heather. She's from Salon Success Strategies. She has a very unique strategy as well. She has a very specific method on how she runs her business. She uses the Lifecycle Marketing and she implements it every single day. Her attract method is a free membership option, and that membership option includes newsletter, tips, and contests. Her segment list is into qualified or non-qualified based on answers to 3 questions, which is later used with lead scoring to determine when telemarketer should reach out to her. To collect leads, Heather has used web forms combined with follow-up marketing using Infusionsoft. She also has iPads at events to collect leads. She used the attract offers to get the opt-in. In her business, she uses the attract method not just to get the leads, but she uses them to have them be a part of the marketing right off the bat. So once she attracts them, they go into an opt-in form in Infusionsoft. It tells her or whoever the sales manager is whether to call them in 3 days, whether to call them in 2 weeks, whatever the tag may be in Infusionsoft. And let's face it, with a method like that that's very systematic, her results were 300% growth on high-end service, 150% growth on low-end subscriptions, and 30% reduction in expenses. Annual revenue in the hundreds of thousands. And Heather is able to do that because she has a predictable system. She knows how it's going to work. She doesn't have to wake up every day worrying about how am I going to attract some leads? What am I going to do with those leads once I attract them? She has it all set up and it's working beautifully. And it's working very well for Dr. Burleson. He is one of the most famous people that have used Infusionsoft. He is very, very into the selling phase. There was a problem with Dr. Burleson at his practice. There was a difficulty getting prospects to sign up for treatment. Right, so the customer life cycle was too long. They weren't bringing it around full circle quickly enough. So what Doctor did was there was a list building strategies that helped surpass 8,500 contacts in their Infusionsoft database. The customer life cycle is much longer than they initially anticipated, with several leads staying in their nurture sequences for months prior to scheduling an appointment. The leads that have been through their nurture sequences, which have been educated, are also statistically more likely to say yes to treatment. So there was an offer included into the education, and then there was a conversion rate. And it was evident enough that the conversion rate was working. This was actually working for them. If it wasn't for the customer life cycle, they would have either lost contact with these people, period, or it was just going to take so long for them to nurture them back into the marketing process that they would have just been lost and they were never going to come back anyway. So the results for Dr. Burleson was huge growth with Infusionsoft from 2009 to 2012. It was definitely in the millions up till 2012, and almost 3 times projected since then that he's going to be a multimillionaire every single year. So the sell is the second phase in the lifecycle marketing model. The problem that a lot of small businesses have is the value plays a vital role in the influencing purchasing decisions, especially for small businesses that can't compete on price. Savvy small business owners know that consumers use their experiences and interactions with their brand to shape their choices. So these experiences begin before consumers realize that they have a need. And the solution here is, as a small business owner, you must have a strategy in place that makes your product or service the obvious choice. So when they're ready to buy, they're going to buy you. And this is your sales strategy. And getting started with the sales strategy involves 3 unique stages. That is educate, that is offer, and that is close. Now that you have the leads, you need to educate them, right? Consumers will only pay attention to you when they're motivated to do so. And the best way to gain their attention is through interaction and education. Obviously, you'll need to understand your target consumers before you can educate them. And as you build out your content strategy, consider how your message serves your target customers' basic, psychological, or self-fulfillment needs. Then you build foundational content on your website, blog, social networks, or other communication platforms that meet those needs. Can't tell you enough that building trust is essential, but it does take time. Consumers will take more of what they need to know from organizations that give them what they want to know. And continue to be helpful and useful in the content that you provide, because it's always about striving to create experiences that A, make your target consumer smarter, B, looks out for their interest, C, they can easily access it, and finally, they can share it sociably. Because if they're satisfied with an experience so much, they will tell other people. The word of mouth concept is still very prevalent in today's society. It's just taking on different shapes nowadays. So you're educating, not pitching. Remember that, and be helpful, and the money will come, trust me. So what do they care about? You connect with your potential customers by educating them on topics that they care about. Obviously, you must know your audience. You obviously must take into consideration their readiness to buy. For example, if you're a dentist and they're looking for your address, they're most likely ready to buy. If they're searching for teeth cleaning techniques or comparing dentists, you'll need to mentor them along the process with answers to their questions because they're ready to buy. You'll connect because you educate based on their values and their motivations. So here we have Nadine. Nadine is at Printer Bees, an advocate for Infusionsoft. She has an interesting company in terms of how she markets because it is primarily using the education advantage. So what she does is she follows up with her customers in a segmented way, but in a personable way as well. It actually comes from a real person. So, you don't send a no reply email in her world. And there's no generic emails at Printer Bees. Printer Bees only sends out content that's helpful. And so how Nadine positions Printer Bees is that it's a teacher. And it's a friendly teacher, it's an entertaining teacher, it's a teacher that you want to go to, you look forward to going to. And when you are in a position like that, you don't really have to think much about selling as much because it comes automatically with the education because you're seen as an educator. It seems like you have an authority in that industry and in that field, and people trust you. And like I said earlier, that is just huge. And the offer is coupon codes that do expire. Okay, so there is an immediacy there in the call of action. The close is automated or via an account manager. So she's really big into personal stuff. Okay, she likes the person to person. And Nadine, by the way, was the small business icon best in class. Her lead nurture and conversion was some of the best that Infusionsoft has ever seen. So now that we've talked about the education, it's time to provide the offer, which I mentioned with Nadine. To determine when to provide an offer, you have to understand your target customer's buying process. The best way to do this is to observe past customers' actions and create a buying process map using past customer purchase behaviors. Then match your sales process to their buying process. If you have a sales team, Or if you are the entire sales team, you'll want to optimize your resources so that you spend your limited time with consumers that are qualified. Lead scoring is a great tactic. And lead scoring, you use that and it will help ensure that you spend your time on those high converting individuals. And regardless of your tactic, the most optimal time to make an offer to a consumer is when they're evaluating options and before they finalize the recommendations. So the process of determining when to provide an offer is specific to your business. You start by understanding your segmented customers' buying process. When in the past have they been most responsive to an offer? And you map that out on a piece of paper. So you can determine the optimal offer timing and then implement, test, evaluate, and adjust. So here is a helpful strategy to use the lead scoring process to focus on high converting prospects. So you want to discuss with your team how these offer tactics can help with lead scoring. And Infusionsoft has lead scoring in the form of an illustration of flames. So if you got one flame, they're not too hot. If you lead score them with all the flames, they're ready to buy. Their money's almost already in your pocket. So let's just say a customer clicked on a link in the email that had a coupon code but didn't complete the purchase. So that customer would get more flames than someone who didn't demonstrate interest, because now the salesperson's a little confused. They want to know why this person didn't go through with it. That might warrant a phone call. Although not all small businesses need lead scoring, they do need a process in place to identify where they should focus their limited time. Now that you know a little bit about the offer stage, it's time to close the sale. That's the most important part. But closing the sale isn't just an exchange of money. It's about excellence in delivery. It's about great communication. It's about establishing a lasting relationship. So how do you ensure sales excellence? There's three things. There's one, easy payment processing. There's written documentation. And there's most importantly, a well-trained staff. So right here is Mario. Mario is from Modern Martial Arts. Mario is from New York City. He started his company in the Upper East Side, and now it's spread to the Upper West Side and all the way in Tribeca. So Mario has obviously used Infusionsoft before, and he's a big fan of lifecycle marketing, specifically opportunity stages. But first, let's get to what he does right. And what he does right off the bat is to educate. And he uses his educational tools by utilizing email marketing. And so the news and exclusive offers are offered to prospects and to current customers via email. The business depends on reaching as many prospects as possible and converting them to members quickly. So they don't have a long nurture process. They either want you or they don't want you, and that's where he's going to be positioned to make the sale. He wants to make it quick and easy. So the offer for them is the typical prospect will make it through their trial stage and convert to membership in 2 weeks or less, which is great for martial arts, because that can literally be any time of year. They're open all year round, obviously, and with more and more modern martial arts popping up in Manhattan, it makes it even more accessible for the people that are interested in martial arts. And he's got the authority and the legacy at this point, so he's in a great position to lead the martial arts industry in Manhattan, at least. So for his close, he has set up procedures for how to guide a prospect along at each step of the way. They have phone scripts aimed at getting people to come in and try them out with as little resistance as possible, as well as sales scripts that guide the prospect into signing a physical contract. So with several hundreds of prospects at each location in Manhattan, the organization is key. And that's how Infusionsoft's opportunity stages have made their sales process even more efficient. And speaking of efficiency, here's Casey Graham. Casey Graham, from the Rocket Company, he had a problem. And his problem was he was running out of money. He was $80,000 in debt, and he was desperately seeking a solution. His solution was the automation that makes delivery, upsells, and referrals easier. And since he's used Lifecycle Marketing with the help of Infusionsoft, the results were a 925% increase in revenue over 3 years, and his revenue has grown over hundreds of thousands to millions. And Casey A huge congratulations to Casey. He was actually the Small Business Ultimate Marketer at Icon this year in 2014. And the Rocket Company specializes in helping churches. And it literally all started with him having a passion for helping churches, and he's turned it amazingly around. And that is because he used lifecycle marketing. He had a problem and he wanted to deal with it in his own way with his own company, and the results are really just unbelievable for Casey. And he has done that by using the WOW. The WOW is the third phase in lifecycle marketing. It describes the current state, which is a problem for the most part, and it describes a new state, which is the benefit. So the problem is, in today's economy, competition is fierce. And this means that you must differentiate your business from those of your competitors. The benefit is, obviously, if you're not differentiating your business based on price, you must have your business stand out based on value. The best way to do this is by delivering a consistent WOW experience to your customers each time you interact with them. So if WOW is the third phase in the lifecycle marketing model, getting started with a WOW strategy involves 3 absolutely key stages. The first is to deliver and WOW. The second is to offer more. And the number 3, which I mentioned earlier, is to get referrals. You must get referrals. So let's get into how to WOW. You don't just deliver, you deliver with a WOW. You go above and beyond to earn your customers' loyalty. And this doesn't have to cost you a fortune. So what could you deliver for $5? What could you help WOW for just $5? By giving a prospect a lottery ticket, by giving your prospect a Starbucks gift card, by giving a current customer a discount coupon. Any of these things help you stand out, and they're not that expensive. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, and it does set you apart. It really does. One of my favorite things is you have to make the WOW pretty personable. And being personable is extremely important now in this day and age. Consumers thrive on personable interactions, and they want the companies that they buy from to come across like that too. So how about a handwritten thank you card? A note about the house cleaner who cleans their home and why he's passionate about cleaning homes. If you're in the house cleaning business, a magnet that features their dog. If you're in the pet industry, landscaping or house cleaning industry, a bonsai tree with the message that you're excited to help them grow their business. If you're in the professional services industry, there's almost an unlimited amount of things you can give to prospects or current customers that are personal, and people will respond to it, and they respond to it very favorably. And this is Laura from LKR Social Media, and her WOW, it's generated 40,000 subscribers. They've had 3,400 join Social Media Marketer in the first 6 months. So she provides immediate access to online courses using iMember 360. And it also provides free content from others. Her claim to fame in her business, she believes, is tagging with Infusionsoft. With her offer, she was tagging in Infusionsoft and helped her identify when customers might be ready for other products and offers. She upsold within email follow-up sequences by offering an upgrade if they didn't originally take it or let them know about another program they might be interested in. And she asked for referrals. Okay, so she got referrals because she had prompts in her email sequences for customers. Sometimes they'll call out on Facebook or contact people directly or broadcast the customers after a program is finished. So Laura really was able to have a system in place that kept her in front of her audience. And when she finally got them, she didn't let them go because they never, ever exited her marketing. Even if they were a great client, they were still getting her marketing. So with her, she delivered and then she wowed. But can you offer more? The second stage in delivering a WOW experience is to offer more to your customers. Determining what to offer and when to offer, that involves a little bit of a strategy. But according to Stephen Convey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, a great book, human beings have an emotional bank account. Right? This account starts with a zero balance and fluctuates based on deposits and withdrawals. And when more emotional deposits are made into consumers' emotional bank accounts, their trust and confidence grows, resulting in stronger relationships. The easiest way to make deposits is to determine how you can help your target customers and provide a solution. The solution doesn't have to be your specific product or service, nor does it have to result in a sale. Your solution can be as easy as providing tips and resources related to their inquiry. The key to a strong relationship resides in your ability to make more deposits in their bank account. After you've made a few deposits, you'll want to make a withdrawal, right? Timing and positioning is very important. It's vital in this case. Here are 3 ways to tactfully increase your revenue while continuing to be helpful. You cross-sell. A lot of people have done this and it works great. Cross-selling basically means that customers aren't always aware of the perfect product or service pairings and may be willing to purchase related items that enhance their experience. Fast food places do this great. As the slide shows, fries go great with burgers. Companies know this. Companies know that customers may have at least thought about that when they saw it on the menu. Or you can do an upsell. An upsell is listening to your customers and trying to understand their needs. They might be willing to pay extra for special treatment, warranties, or monthly programs. For 10 cents, you get a bigger size, something like that. And something that many companies do that has always been effective for as long as I can remember is new products. So you got the French fries. Did you try the new burger? You got the new burger. Did you try the new drink? You got the new drink. Did you try the new dessert? It can go on and on, if you're continuing to innovate in your business. So the new products help your customers by identifying things that will enhance their lives by notifying them of new products or services. And it helps them get educated about your business along the way. And last but not least, ask for referrals. Why don't more people ask? You'll spend less money marketing to existing customers than trying to attract new ones. So that's why it's so important to wow them from the start. Anticipate their needs and deliver more than what you promised in either quality, quantity, or by recommending something that satisfies their needs. Leverage your strengths because that's what sets you apart from your competition. And don't be surprised if you start hearing from their friends. Referrals are one of the cheapest ways to expand your business. Wowing your current customers is the fastest way to earn referrals. So finally, asking and rewarding customers for a referral completes the wow experience. And some of the most effective referral programs are a big win for small businesses because they help customers develop habits that include your company, which is huge. Consider establishing a referral program with rewards that are easy to obtain. Providing small gift cards, discounts, or movie tickets for referrals is a great way to demonstrate your appreciation. And this is your way as a business owner or a marketing director, whatever your position may be at your company, to have a little fun. What would you like to receive from a company? Tom Force here is great at doing everything that I've mentioned so far. So he did ICE key tags. ICE is an emergency service that helps older people, can help younger people, and his story starts and is core with to deliver and wow. He provides a method for emergency contact information to be shared with emergency responders via key tags. So these key tags are promotional in nature for the business that provides it to their customers. Because it provides peace of mind to their customers, they buy more. The program is targeted towards business owners and affiliates. He offers more by utilizing a variety of tags that are available, and affiliates are paid based on sales, so they have an incentive to sell even more. And he obviously has used a referral program. The core of their current referral affiliate program is the 30-5-1 tiered override program. This rewards affiliates who have brought on other affiliates. And he says, Tom said, quote, Infusionsoft saved the business, period, unquote. They were almost dead at the end of 2011. And since they've implemented Infusionsoft and the marketing campaigns and Lifecycle Marketing, they've woven it into the very fabric of their business since then. And they're global, they're thriving, and they have sites, millions of sales in 2014. As of right now in November, it looks like Tom's well on his way of maybe his best year yet. So he mentions referrals though. Besides asking for them, which many companies fail to do, if they do, they don't make it easy. And that's the other half of it. You need to have the process of referrals easy for the customer. If you're asking for them to recommend or to say good things about you, the whole process better be good, and it better be easy, it better be simple, it can't be too complicated for them. So you create landing pages for customers to refer. You have sharing options available on your site. You throw that on Facebook, you throw that on Twitter. And the easier you make it, the better your results, I guarantee you. I know we've talked about a lot of things today, but those three things, attract, sell, and wow. I mean, look, creating sales and marketing strategy for your small business can be daunting. Infusionsoft's Lifecycle Marketing model provides a simple framework you can use to attract customers, grow sales, and deliver a wowing customer experience. Like I said, it was developed by a team here at Infusionsoft. The beauty of it is the simplicity of it. Just like a referral campaign, it's just like an attracting. It can't be too complex. It's got to be simple. People like it. And lifecycle marketing is the model that will soon catch on, I have a feeling, with three phases: the attract, sell, and wow, that is changing companies every single day, and it will change yours if you do give it a chance for a little bit. It's doing great things for many businesses across the country and internationally, and I know it can benefit your company too, and you'll see it in the bank account. So thank you very much, and always remember that you're not alone. All these people have come from pretty bad situations. They've made it back, and they made it back on top even better than ever. And without a little Infusionsoft, without a little lifecycle marketing implementation, it could not be done. It's as simple as that. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon.